Good evening, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Horror. I am Daniel Shine, joined as always by Todd Loya.
What's up?
And Pugs Dread.
Namaste and Feliz Navidad. What's up, people?
And if you want to know why we're laughing, Dan can't get a bit right for like the fourth time. Go watch us try to shoot this show for like 10 minutes on Patreon.
Yeah,
because
and Flesh Wound features on Patreon. That's why everybody's laughing.
legitimately, my face hurts from laughing right now. Like all right here.
Yes, all starts at $1, and you can see why we can't. Well, we are children and can't help ourselves. So yeah, you'll get a much longer episode on Patreon.
Help yourselves around those.
Yes. So we're here tonight to talk about the Alfred Hitchcock Presents Christmas episodes, which has been a long time since I've seen these. So figured, yeah. And they are on Peacock TV. And you can watch these for free, so you don't have to join the Peacock gimmick. All you got to do is just watch them with ads.
You do have to sign up, though.
Yeah,
you have to sign up, but
there's 3 levels of Peacock, but this is one's free for everyone. This show, so
no commitment required.
Yeah, basically, just like Dan likes it.
They should have. No, never mind. That'll be another Patreon.
Some of us
I was going to say, Peacock. We got the cock. That's not that bad for us. All right. So our first episode is Santa Claus and the 10th Avenue Kid. This is from season 1, episode 12. And this one follows a larcenous store Santa helps change the ways of a potential delinquent. All right, so yeah, I kept getting like bad Santa flashes from this, and thought it would be funny if the old Irish dude were recreating some of those scenes. This one was a blast from the past because I remember watching this one as a kid. I'm not that old, but they were repeating it back then. I think on probably Nick at Night at that point.
They were in reruns for quite a while.
Yeah.
Hitchcock was at Nick at Night?
I don't think he wasn't, but it was in syndication. It was never on. It may have been on. It was on TV Land. It was on TV Land.
Okay.
But it wasn't on actual. It wasn't on Nick at Night proper.
Okay.
But I meant to say this at the beginning. I mean, everyone else does Twilight Zone and that for the Christmas stuff. So we thought we'd go a different route and do something that 85 other podcasts aren't covering already.
Yes. This doesn't get talked about a whole lot. You think Hitchcock, it's always Psycho or The Birds usually, and it's like
we just take his stuff for granted now.
Yeah,
we love his mainstream stuff, but like some of his other stuff is fucking awesome too. So
has he ever done anything bad? I can't think of a crappy Hitchcock.
On screen? No.
With Alfred Hitchcock Presents, so he doesn't direct them all, so there's some that are hit and miss. So you kind of got to, I'd have to look up which ones he's actually directed. And I totally lost it. Well, you know what? I'm going to confirm who directed this episode while we start talking about it.
Yeah. So, I remember this one. The thing, and I guess I'll throw this out there for people who may not have ever watched Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It's not really a horror show. I mean, some episodes kind of might flirt more with the genre, but
he's not a horror director. First off, he directs.
No, he's not really. Yeah. I mean, he's really only done a few horror films,
and he doesn't consider those horror films anyway. They're just they're
Psycho's a horror film. I would say,
if you would have let me finish my thought, they're just his suspense a little bit more. Is it horror film? But also, horror was a little bit different then. It was a little bit more boxed in. Now it encompasses so much more. So I think him fighting that it wasn't a horror film. A horror film was, Hammer.
Usually, I would give shit to people for saying it like that, but it's Hitchcock. I'm not going to talk shit.
It was. You go back to Vincent Price wouldn't even. He was 100% in horror films. They were thrillers. I mean, a lot of the older guys didn't like the term horror because the way it was used wasn't used the same way.
Dirty word.
It wasn't used the same way we do it now.
And your career was on the outs was the big thing.
It's not like in 1990 when the Oscars wouldn't call Silence of the Lambs a horror film, because it 100% was. This was like 30 years, 40 years before. So
no, absolutely. So this one, pretty straightforward kind of redemption tale. What did you think, Pugs?
Yeah, they got a good story in the half hour, like 22 minutes. I liked the dude. I really loved his accent. It just made that character pop a little more. And he was just trying to help that kid out, and shit just goes wrong. And I thought he was going to get away with it. I was hoping those cops would just walk right by, but no, you got to look suspicious. And it turns out he got ratted out. Hopefully the kid grew up to be cool, or maybe he didn't. Who knows? But yeah, I thought it was a great story.
Yeah. I was directed by Don Weiss. I had to look it up real quick. Yeah.
I kept getting John Ritter vibes too from The Boss that kept busting his balls. But this Santa doesn't end up in a changing room with
Opal,
with the big girl.
Nuh-uh, Willie. Adios, freaky ass.
Oh man, that actor is certainly long dead, but I kind of would like to see that.
That was his father. He hooked up with Kathy Bates.
But yeah, no, I did. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Again, different vibe, but if you've never watched it, especially like I said, I know everybody's seen Psycho, everybody's seen The Birds, but watch his TV stuff. Watch Rope, which I know Todd will concur.
I always put over, but that's still it's in every Universal box set, so I think it has a little bit more, more known. People kind of know it. Maybe not when they watch in their set, but I always throw out Rope. You're right. If you want to go a little deeper, I'll throw out something like Notorious, or even To Catch a Thief, a little bit newer.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Frenzy never gets enough love.
Frenzy doesn't, but it's another one like Rope that's always constantly out there. You can always get that one, but.
Yeah, no, you can get there. Nothing's hard to find, and there's also that newer set out of his early British stuff.
Yes.
Dan, did you get excited when the kids were sitting on his lap, telling them their secrets, what they wanted for Christmas?
God damn,
you're in this festive spirit. I don't know.
Yeah, you got the beard, Santa Claus style.
I will say, I think I was at least the third or fourth best movie Santa of all time. I think you'd have to give me that. I'm below Billy Bob Thornton, but I was pretty good.
Not with you getting all cocky. Now you're at the bottom three.
We need to air it.
You know what? Dan Aykroyd's ahead of you too, so you just knocked down another peg.
Shut
the fuck up.
I was pretty good. Just because they haven't seen it, I'm still a pretty good Santa.
Over Dan Aykroyd.
Bad Santa. A pretty good bad Santa.
Okay, and again, if we're still going that route, Dan Aykroyd still counts.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't see
number one. Let's make a movie where we're both bad Santa Clauses. I'm into that.
We could do a heist film or something. We could make that.
Dan, it's definitely a rape movie. Come on.
Did you just say it was going to be Santa versus Black Santa?
God.
Christmas versus Kwanzaa.
Jesus, Dan, this is a
shame on you, Dan. Where's your holiday spirit?
I have tons of holiday spirit. It's like Christmas vacation here at the house.
Everyone go, children go, gather around and open Dan's packages. I said packages, not package. Calm down. Now you made me say the other word.
I even got Christmas treats today.
I bet you got Christmas. This is what you get for making us restart this episode 4 times.
All right, so moving on to our next episode, Back for Christmas, and this one is from Also, season 1, episode 23. And this one, a man murders his wife and moves to California, thinking he has committed the perfect crime. So this one is textbook Hitchcock and textbook Benoit. It has.
He didn't take the time out to bury somebody, so not
well. That's
exactly.
True. That's true. But yeah, basically overbearing, kind of controlling wife that just controls the poor
that
guy.
bad.
She was pretty annoying,
and I do. And I do
got shit done.
I do want to throw it out here right here at the top because Dan mentioned it. This one is directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you
okay.
Tell. It's it's you can tell.
Yeah, he's got that textbook contempt for
the icy blonde. That's always been his thing.
You do kind of feel like he just shows this to his wife every once in a while, like.
It's like when you text your girlfriend a picture of OJ Simpson whenever she's acting up.
That is why we are single, pugs.
I'm happy.
Oh God. So
yeah, so together, Jesus, be a professional.
This one, John Williams, of course, really good in the lead role. You feel bad for him. I mean, he was debating whether or not to go ahead with it, and they kind of.
I don't think he was debating.
He wasn't too sure. He was a little conflicted.
Nah, he got annoyed when she kept saying, "Come here, do this first. Just come down here. I don't have to worry about that shit."
Right. It would have been funny if he just like ran up and just like did it messy style. Just... but yes, of course, being Hitchcock, it's not as simple. It's not easy to get away with murder. What did you guys think of this episode?
I thought it was fucking fantastic. I actually thought she was trying to kill him at a certain point when they got the ladder. I'm like, oh, that's the twist that's coming, because I don't really remember any of these. Like at all. So this like almost like a first time watch. I know I've seen them before, like with my grandparents, like
30 years.
Yeah. So like I know I've seen them. I just don't remember them. So revisiting them as adults, pretty cool. But yeah, I like these guys. Right. The fucking hole in the ground, like, lady, you can't see where this is going. That's not a wine cellar. Like, that's for you, you dumb broad. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I like the ending, and then like, boom, even in death, she's right.
Women. What did you think, Todd? Do you show this one to your wife when you're upset?
Well, I'd have no problems with that. I don't get very upset, but yeah, sometimes you gotta like watch it. That's what happens. But you get to do that with like 90% of Hitchcock's filmography.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this one had all the Hitchcock trademarks. It was well shot. It was just so fucking good. This one I really liked. I mean, the first one felt more like Christmas, but this one felt more like Hitchcock. So it's one of those things.
And I think this could have been fleshed out into a whole movie if they wanted to. Everyone was interesting enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cast was very good in this. How bad would you love to just sit down and have a beer with Hitchcock?
I don't drink beer, but fucking yeah, I would drink beer for that.
I would too.
I would be very specific. I just want to sit down and talk women with Hitchcock.
Bitches, right?
He goes right into it too. It's like Tippy Hedren. She lives up to her last name. Get it? Because she gives the head.
I would love to hear his laugh in person. That'd be so cool.
Dan, so let's go and make everything. Dan, what is it today? You're fucking being gross. Knock that shit off.
My bad. Although Vincent Price might get the go. Well, God,
Dan, focus.
Yes. All right. So our next episode is from season 3, episode 15. Together, which this one follows a man
I
played
could
by
see this
Joseph.
happening to Dan. Honestly, go ahead, Dan.
This is a Todd one. A man played by Joseph Cotton is locked in an office with the girl played by Christine White, who he murdered. That's more Todd than Dan.
Well, it'd be accidental for you, and you still wouldn't know what to do. That's where I was
See,
going.
I'm truthfully offended by this because I have no mistress. So you implying I killed my mistress in
Not a mistress, but you'd kill like some.
but you very much said this episode, and that's what this episode is about. So I'm offended. My wife is offended. We demand a public apology.
I apologize. You only kill. You don't have mistresses. You just women you kill. That's
they don't count once they have no pulse.
There you go. Okay. So together.
And real quick, directed by Robert Altman.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Yeah.
Yes. We have violated the Hays Code many times.
Code's bullshit anyway.
Just go straight to the outro. So what did you think of this one, Pugs?
Oh, dude, this is fantastic. I felt bad. Like, I know I shouldn't feel bad for the guy since he did murder this woman as he's cheating on his fucking wife.
Well, she was nagging him to get a divorce. What?
Yeah. Look, I didn't say I didn't understand him. But yeah, then he's calling his friend, who happens to be a drunk idiot, can't get down there. Like, just everything goes wrong, and he's just stressing out, and he almost gets away with it, but yeah, like fucking. Then at the 11th hour, his drunk friend comes in and fucks everything up. Been there. So it's fantastic. I highly recommend this episode.
Yeah.
Now, I can't really say it felt too Christmassy, minus the Christmas party.
Yeah, that was definitely something on this one. Yeah. I see the last one too. Didn't feel too Christmassy, but these two both directed by great directors.
Oh man.
Yeah. And again, this wasn't like a Christmas episode every year. We get 2 for seasons 1 and 3.
Yeah, so. I'm still not confirmed if there's any more, but through some of the titles, like if I didn't know Together was a Christmas episode going in, I wouldn't have found it on the list. So there might be a few others we're missing, but we definitely have the first 4 covered.
Yes. In fact, this is another one. Really, I could see it being a feature easily. You can add some more story in there, and I actually thought it was pretty funny at first when the neighbor thought he was like a peeping Tom. He just throws the shit at the window. I don't think you'd get a second shot at that at this point. But yeah, another really good one. And I should actually throw out the Hitchcock intro and outro on this with the lion. Their union weren't a thing at that point because he's sitting there with the real fucking lion.
Dude, Joe Exotic saw this as a kid and he's like, I can one up him.
We have tons of stage lines in LA back then. Him, Pussy Cow or Go See Cow, whatever.
Go see cow, go see cow, go see cow.
We're gonna get.
Can you imagine the blooper where it just like Siegfrieds him and then they just all start opening fire, taking it out? All right, get us another one. I don't know why I'm cracking myself.
I know
shit tonight, but I am. That's how it is. So our next episode is the festive season, which is episode. God, they did a lot of episodes back.
You know what? And I almost called this out earlier because Pugs mentioned the 22 minutes. Mm-hmm. This is when there was they were 26 minutes, only 4 minutes of commercials.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Yes. Season 3, episode 31. Nobody does 31 episodes. Well, and that wasn't even the last of the season. And
no, there's this one does run long. They did then, but you still get sitcoms that do close to those numbers in the 30s.
They're usually like 23. 24.
Yeah, they've dropped. They used to be 32.
That's
I think
insane.
now they're closer to, like, the past few years they've dropped in the 20s. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this one is season 3, episode 31, and this one, festive season. A lawyer spends Christmas Eve trying to reconcile a feuding brother and sister. So what did you guys?
Real quick, because Dan keeps directed by Arthur Hiller,
Yes.
known for Love Story. I know a show favorite, and one of my favorites, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. So,
Nice. I'm due a rewatch. That's been a long.
Oh yeah, you just want to see Joan Severance's.
Joan Severance's what? Beautiful Smile.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
There we go. Always Black Scorpion. That's good.
No Holds Barred. Come on.
There you go. Do you
Dan wanted to rip him.
Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. She was his girlfriend, I think up till he died, I believe. But anyways, what did you think of festive season, Pugs?
Well, I'm surprised that family wasn't Latin because they were holding that grudge for how fucking long? I know how that feels. So that twist was pretty goddamn funny. You think it like might be a week ago or some shit.
Right.
Years pass and they're still feuding like this. Oh my God, when homegirl fucking tripped over the rope.
Yeah, casually trying to kill each other. It's like, I will be in my room after the murder.
I'm gonna go have my warm glass of milk. Okay. No, you're not. Boom. Yeah, it was cool. It was tense. Family time at Christmas sometimes can be a pain in the ass and like uncomfortable, and this is perfect proof.
No murder attempts, hopefully, but I'm sure people relate.
Well, you like to bring up Chris Benoit, so sometimes it happens.
Yes, it does. What did you think of this one, Todd?
Yeah, I did like this one, and I like the twist. For me, it was kind of the weakest one of the bunch, though. That said, I still did enjoy it, and I did like the twist.
Yeah, kind of a depressing one too. Not that any episode's particularly happy, but still.
20 fucking years.
Right.
There's feuds that go a lot longer than that. So.
I'm trying to think my oldest grudge. I'd have to do some research. Dan's like, I just got to go to my list. Who's number one?
Right.
They're all dead.
Like Steve Buscemi breaks up the lipstick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun revisiting all these. It was. I have to dive more into some of the other episodes because I love Hitchcock, but I haven't revisited the TV stuff in a very long time. So I'll probably keep going with this. And again, Peacock. I haven't looked enough to see if it's worth subscribing to the non-ad premium version yet. I don't really know a lot of the originals for Peacock.
Well, like I just did it because they have the Alfred Hitchcock hour.
Mm-hmm.
And well, not only one is expiring at like the end of the month, so I want to try to knock them all out. Mm-hmm. Not Alfred Hitchcock Presents, only very specifically the Alfred Hitchcock hour, which was after Alfred Hitchcock Presents. But those are only available behind the paywall. Now, they're available on the $5 paywall, which gets you more shows. Then there's the $10 paywall that is no commercials.
Oh, see, that's where you get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this time around, but eventually I'm sure I'll end up subscribing. Because they have all the Law and Order SVU episodes, and I think that's something we should tackle.
What
Yeah.
season are they in now? They've got to be
This
getting
is
32.
23, like 23, 24.
And is the original Law and Order still going?
No, it outlasted the original Law and Order by far.
Okay, but even that's not been off for that long. I don't.
Yeah, it
think.
has.
No, that's been quite a long time.
Okay.
It's at least 7 years, maybe even longer.
Yeah, but that was on a very long time even then. But
like SVU, Special Victims Unit, rape cases. That's more interesting.
I was tempted. I still remember when I saw Ice-T was going to be on it, but it's like one of those shows.
Detective Tutuola.
Then you're behind like 30 years of episodes, so it's tough. But I did
challenge accepted. What?
Never watched any of the CSIs. I did watch Criminal Minds.
I will not lie. I've watched one episode of CSI. It was the one Quentin Tarantino directed.
Oh, nice.
Rob Zombie did one too, didn't he?
Yep.
I didn't watch that one.
I did. He had his band play some jazz music type thing. It was funny.
I thought it was funny in the one Quentin directed. There's like a Cabin Fever poster in it. So it was around the. But you know, sorry, we're going off track. Back to Hitchcock.
We are, but yes, I think we were closing. So yeah, check it out if you haven't. I think there's a lot of you, honestly, that probably haven't watched any of the TV stuff. So give it a whirl. And on that note, be sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube, fleshmanfeatures.com for all of your shopping needs. And Pugs, send us home.
All right. We are on Patreon, so you can support us there for exclusive and early content. Most importantly, uncensored. All the outtakes and all the time it took to get right for Dan to get his shit together, you find it right there. So, and then please like, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. And we are across all the platforms of social media. So come stalk us around there. And yeah, and hope you're having a happy holiday. Feliz Navidad. Everybody, say later.
Good night.
Good night.
Adios.